Many people said the story could not, must not, dared not be shown. Don't miss it.
Welcome to another day of Vlogmas in Hawaii. Now, if you're subscribed, you probably knew this video was coming. And if you're not subscribed and new to the channel, honestly, I'm really glad you're here. I'm going to get straight to the point, even though this video isn't, on par with the other Vlogmas videos that are going to be coming up. I think it's a very important one, and it was one that I started working on 2 weeks ago to save you guys from scams, to save you guys from people, from trusting the wrong people with your health and your body and your time, and wasting your money too. I can't encourage you guys enough to sit through this entire video, because what I'm saying is very important if you have weight loss goals or you're just looking at any online fitness personalities, because it could affect your health, your wallet, your progress, everything. And if this resonates with you, share it online, share it with people that you think it might help, because this is a serious issue that we're dealing with. Now, getting straight into the facts that you guys need to know about this. These are 100% true. I am being fully transparent with you. That is the point of this video, so please listen carefully. First off, I did lose 14 pounds in 14 days and 3 inches off of my waist. That is 100% true. And what is also 100% true is it wasn't even difficult. What I'm going to be doing for you guys in this video is overlaying some footage of my weigh-ins, of my measurements, and of my physique, 100% unedited, untouched, straight out of the camera, while I explain to you guys how important it is to be careful who you trust and who you believe on the internet. It is so easy to deceive, and people are money hungry, and you need to be careful who you trust with your health, your well-being, your mental and your physical health, both of them, because so many people get driven into eating disorders and just unsustainable things simply by going on the internet and seeking help. And that's horrible. All of this is 100% truthful. If you go back to my vlog Wednesday 2 weeks ago, that was when I started all this. I uploaded the start of it, and I've been dieting for the last 2 weeks. I have lost 14 pounds in 2 weeks doing nothing drastic. In fact, to be 100% honest with you, it's barely even felt like I've been dieting, and I will explain that later. It's also 100% true that I lost 3 inches off of my waist, and you guys will see there is a drastic change in my physique. It's very noticeable. All of this stuff is true. However, what is not true is I don't have a secret. There is no secret to this kind of weight loss. The secret to this kind of weight loss, which I think what most of you are looking for is fat loss, is that it's impossible. You can't do it and sustain it. I'm making this video specifically to show you guys how easy it is for just anybody who wants to sell you something to do something like this. They may even have more resources to make it even more, outrageous and appealing to people that are looking for help. And if you are one of these people looking for help, I want to get it in your head that this is exactly what you need to watch out for and avoid. And more importantly than all of this, you need to do thorough research whenever you're looking into any sort of diet. If you have any sort of fat loss or fitness goal, you really need to research it, because stuff is very easy to fake. Now I'm going to give you guys all of the information of exactly how I did this. And notice, it is not some miracle cure that melts 14 pounds of fat off my body. That's a pound of fat a day. Do you know how much a pound of fat is in calories roughly? It's 3,500 calories. So if this were fat, I would have been in a 3,500 calorie deficit every single day for 2 weeks. Go ahead and look up how much an hour of medium intensity cardio burns, and come back and let me know if you think that's reasonable. Now, what I actually did was, I've actually been dieting. I've been dieting for 16 or 17 weeks. I started at 153 pounds. And about 2 weeks ago, actually about 2.5 weeks ago, I was weighing in around 141 to 143. Your weight fluctuates often, and that's what I took advantage of in this case. And all I did to make it higher than it was for 3 or 4 days, I ate very high sodium foods, large amounts of foods that personally bloat my stomach. I'm talking about things that actually physically push my stomach out so I cannot suck it in, and I drank a lot of water with that sodium. And after those days were done, I simply weighed myself and I took the before videos. Now in the last 2 weeks, to tell you guys exactly what I did to lose an average of a pound a day, I literally just got back on my diet. My moderate deficit, moderate amount of cardio, nothing crazy, nothing unsustainable. That was it. There was literally nothing else diet related I did at all. The only other variable that changed was I was coming to Hawaii, so I tanned, and I am darker. And I'll give you guys a little hint. Being darker definitely makes you look leaner, 100%. And when you look at these videos side by side, I want to point out some things. I wasn't changing the lighting, I didn't sharpen anything, I didn't edit the video in any way. And also, in the before pictures, unlike, you know, some of these people that you see in before and afters, this was not me pushing out my stomach. Believe me, I could have made myself look even worse, but I wasn't pushing out my stomach. This was simply the bloat that I had in my stomach from eating foods that don't necessarily, I guess, agree with my physique and my digestion, but that's it. There are so many other things that I could have done to make this even more crazy and even more appealing to people looking for diets and help and advice. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little bit of the stuff that these people do when they're trying to sell their programs or their coaching or whatever it is. And I didn't do any of these, but I just think about if I used some of these, and think about these things when you're looking at before and afters and, you know, judging whether or not you want to trust someone. One of the very common things to do, whether it's like a weight loss challenge at work or the actual before and after photos, is if you're weighing yourself. One thing I didn't do was I didn't chug water right before the weigh-in. That was my true weight. A gallon of water weighs, I think, 5 or 6 pounds, and most people could easily chug that in about, for me, like an hour or so, and that will obviously have a huge, you know, impact on your weight. I could have weighed in at like 156, 157 pounds easily. That's crazy. To claim that kind of weight loss in 14 days is crazy, but people do it and people fall for it. A lot of the other common things to look out for is changing clothes, whether it be the color of the clothes, but also the sizing of the clothes. I've heard of people buying 2 sets of the same clothing for before and afters, one tighter fitting and one looser fitting pair. So for example, with underwear, tighter underwear are going to make it look like you have a bigger muffin top. You get a loose pair for your after pictures, it's going to look like you lost so much fat around that area. You could change angles, you could change lighting. One of the most common things that guys especially do for these transformations is getting a pump for your after pictures. Getting a pump can make a huge difference in your physique. It can make it look like you've added pounds of muscle, and, you know, yeah, it's still you and technically you're not lying, but it's not an accurate representation. Just like I can tell you truthfully that I lost 14 pounds, but the reality is, in that context, it's very deceptive. And, you know, things could go further. One of the biggest things to look out for is Photoshop. If you're looking at photos, it is so easy to manipulate a photo without any trace of it. There are people so good at Photoshop you can't tell they've been photoshopped, and this is where judgment calls come in and where you really need to look at context and the claims that these people are making, because that is the reality. As you can see, it's very easy to manipulate your results, either untruthfully, like things with Photoshop, or truthfully, like I did in this case. You know, I could walk around and say, I didn't lie about my weight loss. Like, I'm not a bad person. I'm not a scammer. I could walk around and claim, yeah, I lost those 3 inches around my waist. I lost those 14 pounds. But is that really accurate? No. I'm making this video now because this is the time of year when it's easiest for these people to prey on you guys. You know, you might feel guilty because during Thanksgiving you overindulged and your weight may be up, or you may be setting New Year's resolutions and you may have goals that you're trying to, you know, get information for, and that makes you very susceptible to looking for things that might be too good to be true. I can't even tell you how many clients I've had come to me after they've been drawn in by, I like to call them predatory coaches like this. They use these super enticing before and after pictures to draw mass amounts of people in. And typically, in these situations, when they're drawing mass amounts of people in, do you really think that you're getting your own customized program that's for you and your activity and your preferences and your goals and your needs? If you get yourself into one of these situations, it could be both physically and mentally damaging, and that could take a very long time to reverse. And the takeaway that I want you guys to have from this video, aside from the obvious that I showed you in this video, is to do your research. And that includes with me. That doesn't mean, just hire me because I've uncovered this magical thing. You need to do thorough amounts of research into everything. And I'm not going to tell you specifics in this video, but I will tell you this. If you're looking at something and it doesn't involve moderation, if it's extreme in any way, it's going to be very difficult to maintain. In a lot of cases, it's going to be very unhealthy if it isn't, moderate and balanced. That just is the reality of things. I know that a lot of you probably already know a lot of the things that I'm saying in this video, but the reality is not everybody does. So if you could share this somewhere and help somebody potentially, do it. Just think about one person wasting their time and their money and how big of an impact just you sharing the video with them could have if it resonates with them. In fact, I hope a lot of you that are watching this didn't understand this, and that's why you came to this video. I hope that a lot of you came to this video looking for the secret that would let you lose 14 pounds in 14 days, because that means if you came here and you listened to the things that I had to say and watched my examples, then maybe something clicked with you, and maybe now you'll do a little bit more research and you'll save yourself from a lot of frustration. You shouldn't be ashamed if you don't understand this stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. Nutrition is like any other science. You need to spend years in the field to actually understand it, and things that you might hear might make logical sense, with no background. You may hear something, a diet hack, and you may think that logically it should work, but that does not necessarily mean that it does. And that is exactly why you need to research the backgrounds of anyone that you need to trust with any information, including myself. That does not exclude me in the least. Just be thorough, be reasonable, and you could save yourself a lot of hassle. And if you're in any groups or forums that discuss weight loss, share this video, because you really could help a lot of people. The reality is, there are a lot of people out there looking for this type of fix, and it's just not there. But I'm going to wrap up the video here. I really hope you guys took away something from this. And as I promised during Vlogmas, even though this isn't a normal video, I will be giving away a $50 MyProtein gift card. Here is today's winner. You can email me to get that. All you need to do to enter tomorrow's giveaway, if you're not aware of these, is like the video, comment on this video down below, and be subscribed, and I will pick a winner from this video in tomorrow's video. And as promised, I'm going to be doing that every single day as I'm doing Vlogmas in Hawaii. So best of luck. Thank you guys for watching the video all the way through. You guys are the real MVPs, and you guys are also the only ones entered in the giveaway tomorrow, because all those people that clicked off didn't even hear that part. So best of luck. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.